The Ugly Duckling. The Ugly Duckling. Once upon a time there was a mother duck who had 5 eggs. She eagerly awaited the day when her eggs would crack and her beloved children would be born. When that day arrived, Mother Duck's eggs began to open, one by one, and she happily began to greet her new ducklings. But the last egg took longer to hatch, and Mom started to get nervous. Finally, the shell broke and, to the Mother Duck's surprise, out came a duckling very different from all her other children. "This ugly duckling can't be mine," exclaimed the Mother Duck. "Someone played a trick on you," said the neighboring chicken. The days passed, and as the ducklings grew, the ugly duckling became more and more different from the other ducklings. Tired of being teased by his brothers and all the animals in the neighborhood, the ugly duckling decided to leave. Even far from the neighborhood, the duckling couldn't find peace, as his brothers chased him across the lake, shouting, "You're the ugliest duck we've ever seen." And wherever he went, every animal he met made fun of him. "What should I do? Where should I go?" The duckling felt very sad and abandoned. With the arrival of winter, the tired and hungry duckling found a home and thinks, "Maybe here I will find someone who likes me." And so it was. The duckling spent the winter snuggled up, in a warm house, and in the company of those who loved him. Everything would have gone well if spring hadn't arrived, and with it, an evil cat, who deceived the owners of the house, ran away with the duckling. "Once again I'm alone and unhappy," the ugly duckling sighed. The duckling continued on its way and, upon reaching a large lake, took refuge next to some reeds, and stayed there for several days. One day, very early, the ugly duckling was woken up by children's voices. "Look, a newcomer," shouted one of the children. All the other children screamed with joy. "And it's so beautiful," another said. "Beautiful? Who are they talking about?" thought the ugly duckling. Suddenly, the ugly duckling saw that everyone was looking at him and, when he saw his reflection in the water, he saw a large and elegant swan. "Oh!" exclaimed the duckling in amazement. Children and other swans admired his beauty and greeted him happily. After all, he was not an ugly duckling but a beautiful young swan. From that day on, there was no more sadness, and the ugly duckling that was now a beautiful swan lived happily ever after.